So my name is Omar Rampersad. It is 7:34 p.m., December 23rd, 2019. So I tweeted a bunch of tweets today, and I just came in from running some errands. Went to the organic store to get some organic veggies. Um, anyway, there was a name of a woman in the building that was called repeatedly in the subway and bus. A Chinese woman's name that I passed as I was walking out the entrance. She was walking in. So her name was called, and I heard that she got the account, um, and PK doesn't have it anymore. So people around is subcontracting from, I guess, just Chinese woman who's on the board, by the way. So as I walked in, one of the neighbors walked out. Immediately, as I turned the corner, she walked out of her unit. So she has to be tracking. And after PK's message that he left on my phone, he has people looking, obviously, and he heard rumors from Unit 2-3. Well, this one woman who walked out was from a unit starting with 2-3. So these people are tracking me. I'm being stalked. The picture I posted on the Twitter account a few seconds ago, that's evidence of my being stalked and harassed by neighbors on the floor. Um, so I heard comments um, something is wrong with me. I'm being made a basketball, and Rick took a baseball to it, and a lot of Caribbean men beat her up, and the Muslims are looking at it. So there was a Muslim guy in the bus talking about keeping an eye on her and calling all the Muslim names that were informants and filed reports about me. So, and he's looking at them, meaning that the team, the Muslim team who's in the building, is looking at me inside of my home, like PK. So the template is the same. What PK is doing, hitting me between my legs, hitting my breasts, and my eyes, and so on, is exactly what all the others are doing. There is absolutely no difference because it is a setup and a frame. It's a permanent sting operation to catch me, quote unquote, doing something to be charged so I can get into the system permanently. It was attempted before, it didn't stick. So this is an ongoing attempt to get me into the system because I need to be disposed of because I'm exposing what PK and his team and all the others before him did. I'm exposing the experiment, which is really not only an experiment, but a cover for trafficking and a containment of the people who are being trafficked. So, another observation I made about what I experienced in the building are what I the pulses of pain that I get in the building, I do not get outside. So as soon as I walk in, like right now, I'm getting this pulse of pain on my foot. And previously, there were comments outside the window. We just put the kick in, so that's the kick pulse. These things I don't experience outside. So as soon as I walk into the compound, I experience these things, and it's not in my head because, my microwave detector goes off. There is pain, there is heat, like now. So my hand is tagged. So as an example, so the obliques, and I'm getting a lot of pain on the side of the breast, and the breast as well. So see um, how bright that light is. So there's a lot of radiation on my chest. So normally I'm able to walk upstairs quite comfortably, but because my chest was tagged in the subway, I walked up the stairs about I'd say about 30 steps, and I was completely out of breath. I just had to stop. And when my chest is not tagged, that doesn't happen. So it does make a difference to your breathing. It does give you asthma. Of course, it makes you sick because right now I could feel like I'm getting a cold. Back of my throat is sore and my sinuses are inflamed. So um, there are a lot of health um, issues that comes about as a result of being pulsed with these technologies. So anyway, I'm just going to stop there. I just wanted to do this because I know there are calls about me. As soon as I step out of the building, people call the cops. If I try to clarify something with someone, they call the cops. Like I was walking into the TDC, um, into one of the TDC stations, getting into the subway, and I used my Presto card. And because I have magnets on me, sometimes it deactivates the strip, and it doesn't work as it should. So anyway, I swiped it quite a few times and it wouldn't go through. Um, and, uh, and I think it was within the 2 hours, so I wouldn't have been charged anyways. But the booth attendant came to the turnstile and took my card and swiped it. Then he said, "Well, you really have to hold it to the scanner," which is really um, it's not something I always do. I mean, sometimes you just scan it very, very quickly, and it goes through. Anyway, I was trying to say that, and he saying, "I don't know what," and quote unquote, "I don't know what you're trying to do. Maybe you think if you scan it quickly enough, you don't wouldn't get charged." So he accused me of trying to rip off the TDC when really it was within the 2 hours. So it was just I was just scanning to get into the system. I wouldn't have gotten charged anyways. So happens to be a Chinese attendant. So maybe backlash for my exposing PK and the Chinese operation, which and the Chinese are not the only one who's doing it, as I said before. Indians, Muslim, blacks, Somalis, Sri Lankans, Caribbean, they're all infiltrated and they're all doing it. So it's not a racist issue. This is not about any one race. It just cuts across all racial lines. They're all infiltrated. Talk to you another time.